Hello world, we're talking about something interesting. Do you believe the Loch Ness Monster? What do you think, is real or not? The existence of the Loch Ness Monster is plausible, so claim a team of scientists after unearthing the fossilized bones of plesiosaurs, long-necked marine reptiles from the age of dinosaurs, from a dried-up riverbed in Africa. Plesiosaurs resemble the fabled Nessie, but until now were thought to be exclusively saltwater creatures. The remarkable discovery lends weight to the theory that a plesiosaur could have survived in the Scottish Loch. So, does Nessie exist after all? Two research groups are joining forces to find out. The Loch Ness Centre in Drumnadrochit is teaming up with the Loch Ness Exploration Group to carry out the largest search that has taken place at the famous lake since the early 1970s. The two-day search will take place on August 26 and 27 and will include the use of drones, infrared cameras and hydrophones, among other services. The organization are calling for any available monster hunters to volunteer and join the search. So we find the signal. The recent discovery by a group of researchers of the fossilized remains of small, lock-naked marine reptiles now and plesiosaurs in a 100 million years old river system in the Sahara Desert has once again fueled speculation that the Loch Ness Monster is more than just a fanciful legend. The fossils were unearthed in Morocco's Sahara Desert. The fact that they were found in ancient river system indicates that the reptiles may have lived in freshwater environments and not just seawater, and previously believed. The incredible find has led British scientists to conclude that the past existence of a Loch Ness Monster is plausible. Plesiosaurus are an order of extinct marine reptiles, appearing about 230 million years ago. These huge but agile aquatic dinosaurs were especially common during the Jurassic period. Plesiosaurs would have been fearsomer in appearance. An apex predator, they were fast hunters of large prey in the ocean of the world, but they were never considered a freshwater species until now. The fossils discovered in North Africa have scientists revisiting the idea that the monster could have lived in freshwater Loch Ness in Scotland. Loch Ness is situated in Scottish Highlands, southwest of Inverness. An expansive body of water, the loch is around 37 kilometers long, its deepest point being 230 meters. Reports of the monster prowling the depths date back to ancient times and the folklore associated with the Pict people. The loch was formed during glacial process in the Grey Glen more than 10,000 years ago, toward the end of the last ice age. The Grey Glen fault itself was formed about 400 million years ago. English fossil collector Mary Anning made a remarkable discovery in 826, the near complete fossilized skeletons of two plesiosaur skeletons, the first ever found. One of the plesiosaur skeletons uncovered by Mary Anning is on permanent display at the Natural History Museum in London. The remains discovered in Morocco are baffling experts. The valuable haul consists of bones and teeth from 3 meters long adults, and an arm bone from 1.5 meters, 1 meters and a half, long baby. But scientists cannot explain why they were found on the Cretaceous age riverbed. Given the evidence from the Sahara, paleontologists now believe some species traditional thought to be sea creatures may have lived in freshwater, the possibility being the plesiosaurs were able to tolerate both fresh and salt water. In fact, researchers hinted that the plesiosaurs lived and fed in the freshwater, alongside frogs, crocodiles, turtles, fish, and other aquatic dinosaurs. Spinosaurus lived in what is now North Africa some 99 million years ago. A huge terrestrial carnivore, but also semi-aquatic, Spinosaurus would supplement its diet by diving into the shallow to snatch fish and other sea life. Notosaurus, originating from the Triassic period, was a swimming reptile who lived on a diet of fish and squid. After catching its prey underwater, Notosaurus would emerge from the depths to feed on rocks and beaches. Ceratosaurus was a carnivorous theropod dinosaur of the Jurassic period, most notable from the horns on its snout over its eyes. Here, could plesiosaurs survive in the Loch Ness? The theory is somewhat dampened by the fact that the Plesiosaurus died out along with the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. But because of the fossil find in Africa, Nessie had suddenly resurfaced. In the 1870s, various sightings of an object wriggling and churning up the water, and that of a large stubby-legged animal surfacing from the loch largely fell on deaf ears. But in 1933, the Loch Ness Monster's legend began to grow. On May 1933, the Universe Courier published a story about a couple allegedly sighting an enormous animal rolling the plugging on the surface of the loch. But it was the photograph supposedly taken by Robert Kenneth Wilson and published in the Daily Mail on 21 April 1934. It remains the most iconic image of so-called Loch Ness Monster. The early 1930s saw Nessimania sweep across Great Britain. In 1933, a model of the Loch Ness Monster is being taken by trailer to Bertram Mills Circus at Olympia in London for the Christmas season. The mysterious creature was so nicknamed Nessie, and everybody wanted a glimpse of her. In 1954, Erker Castle provides perspective that the monster is purportedly caught swimming past the historic landmark. As her fame grew, Nessie became somewhat of a celebrity. The family drama Loch Ness, starring Ted Danson and Joel Richardson, is based in the road scientist Dr. Jonathan Dempsey, attempting to prove the existence of the monster. In 2019, it was announced that Nancy could be a giant eel. Investigation into environmental DNA present in Loch Ness suggested there's a very significant amount of eel DNA, reported University of Otago Genetics. Professor Neil Gemmell, but no evidence of monster was found. In 2016, Nessie was found. Well, actually, it was the remains of a model of the Loch Ness Monster. From the 1970s, the film The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes, discovered on the loch bed by underwater robot submersible operated by engineer John Haig. A visitor to Loch Ness, disappointed by a Nessie no-show candle, is taken the novel Loch Ness Center and exhibition at Drumnadrochit. And hey, you do actually catch glimpses of the fabled creature, and she's even posing for photographs. I hope you like it, the history from Loch Ness. And by the way, you believe it or not?